Welcome to the Christian Success Show, the show that helps you achieve more success in every area of your life. I'm your host, Wes Young. Thank you for joining me today. The Christian Success Show is brought to you by Christian-Success.com. Visit Christian-Success.com to join the community and check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve big success in specific areas of your life. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-Success.com/coach. Now, let's get started with today's show. Today's show is Solve a Problem, Provide Value. And I'm going to give you a blueprint today for what you need to think of and what you need to do if you want to make a lot of money or you want to have a lot of success in different areas of your life. But most of this is going to be about financial success. So solve a problem, provide value. There's a saying that if you solve a big problem, you can make big money. And there's a lot of truth to that. So solve a big problem and provide big value leads to solving a big problem, make big money. I don't know if you've ever heard this saying, but if you want to make $1 million, solve a 1,000,000-person problem. And you can go on with that, and if you want to make $1 billion, solve a 1,000,000,000-person problem. So let's think about this. There's, I believe, somewhere around 8 billion people on the planet right now, and what kind of problem could you think of that would affect 1 billion people or more? Well, two areas that jump out to me are there's a lot of people that have a problem with not having enough access to clean, drinkable water. So if you solved a water problem, that could affect 1 billion people. There's also food shortages in many parts of the world. So if you came up with a wide-ranging food solution, that would be something that could affect 1 billion people. It's difficult to come up with a way to solve some of these huge problems, but if you back this back down to the $1 million question, if you want to make $1 million, solve a 1,000,000-person problem, this opens up a much wider range of possible problems you could solve that would affect 1 million people. And, most people aren't ever going to make $1 million in a year, even though the fact is you can, because other people have been able to do it. So that means that you're able to do it too if you do what they do or follow some of the steps that they follow. But most people don't make $1 million in a year. Some people don't even make that much over their entire course of their lives, but I'm hoping you're shooting for higher than that. But let's back that down even more. If you want to make $100,000 in a year, solve a problem that affects 100,000 people. And the truth is, you don't even have to solve a problem that affects 100,000 people to make $100,000, because if you solve a problem, then people will usually pay more than $1 for that solution. So you might only need to solve a problem that 10,000 or 20,000 people face to make $100,000 in a year. And when you look at the numbers that way, you realize that you're just one solution, one problem solving away from making 6 figures or making a good living. Some of the best products and services have been developed because of problems. People have found a problem, they figured out a way around it, and then they found out that other people were trying to solve the same problem, so they offered their solution for sale. So remember that. Some of the best products and services that you use today and see today were developed because of problems. And this brings up something else that's important. A lot of people look at problems and they look at them as an issue or causing pain, or they're sad or they're depressed about problems. But often a problem presents an opportunity to come up with a solution. A problem is an opportunity if you train yourself to look at it that way. So the next time you see a problem or run into a problem, look at it in a different way and say, hey, this is an opportunity to come up with a solution and to profit from that solution. Example, you search for something online and you can't find whatever you're looking for. Maybe you need to go to the library or somewhere else or read books and find the solution, or work through the solution yourself and then put a website up about that solution. Because if you can't find it, the odds are other people are looking for the same solution and can't find it either. So if you provide the solution, then they'll come to your site and your page, and then you've got traffic you can do stuff with. You can sell them things. You can offer affiliate marketing deals, things like that. You can even sell advertising to other businesses on your page once you get traffic. Every time you have a problem, or every time you see a problem, write it down. Write all of these down and let your subconscious mind work on solutions. Now, you can consciously think about solutions also, but when you write it down, sometimes it'll kind of imprint it in your subconscious mind, and your subconscious will work on it, and then when you come back and look at the problem again, sometimes an answer will appear because your subconscious mind's been working on it. It doesn't have to be a big problem. Like I talked about earlier, the billion person solution, the million person solution, and then down to 100,000, and then down to 10 or 20,000. Sometimes you can profit from just solving a problem that 100 people have. So it doesn't have to be big. You don't have to tackle big problems up front. And the truth is, you might not be ready to tackle the biggest problems, so start small. Start with a small problem. Start with something that you can work through and figure out and solve it, even if it's small, and then build up from there. Train yourself to look at problems as opportunities, and train your mind to work on solutions for every problem you see. You need to train yourself to do this. And another important aspect of this, even if you're not solving problems to necessarily make more money, when you're known as a problem solver, it makes you more valuable in other areas of your life. If you're working for someone and they figure out that you're a problem solver, they're going to bring you more problems and more responsibilities. And usually you're going to get rewarded as you follow through and solve these problems. You usually get promotions, get paid more. And if you don't, you can go someplace else that's going to pay you more for your problem-solving abilities. The ability to solve problems makes you more valuable in instances like that. But also, if you're in business for yourself, or you start your own business or your own side business, the ability to solve problems is going to be very valuable to you in the future. This starts with your mindset. And the mindset you need to have is every problem is solvable. Now, I understand there might be a few huge problems that might not be solvable, but you can't think that way. You have to train your mind to believe that every problem is solvable. Every problem has a solution. And this is how you learn to look at problems as opportunities, and you start increasing your problem-solving skills, because problem-solving is a learned skill. Do you have any problems that you aren't working on solving in your life right now? Because if you do, you need to understand that nothing's going to get solved if you're not trying to solve the problem, if you're not working on the problem. So if you have any problems or issues in your life right now that you aren't working on solving, you need to start working on them. What do you do now that you can solve someone else's problem? Or what do you know now that will solve someone else's problem? You've probably solved a lot of things without even thinking about them, and without thinking that other people might have the same problems. Make a list of things that you have the solution to that other people might be interested in, and then figure out how to put this in front of them and sell the solution to them. Are you providing value in every area of your life? Because remember, the title of this is Solve a Problem, Provide Value. When you solve problems, you're providing value. So are you providing value in every area of your life? You need to work on increasing your value in every area of your life, and figuring out how to solve problems is a big way to do that. If you have a side business, the main thing you need to focus on in your side business is providing value. The more value you provide in any business, the more you can charge. The top value in any product or business demands more money. So if you're working on a side business or thinking about starting a side business, focus on providing value. Provide more value than what you charge, and you have a very good chance to succeed. Become known as a problem solver to attract opportunities and to attract money. When people figure out that you're the person to go to solve problems, it attracts opportunities to you, it attracts people to you, it attracts money to you. Become known as a problem solver, and you're going to attract a lot better in your life. So, solve a problem and provide value. I want to sincerely thank you for joining me today. I know that you have plenty of options on how you spend your time, and it's an honor you're letting me help you achieve more success in your life. God bless you. Don't forget to check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve more success in specific areas of your life at Christian-success.com. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-success.com/coach. Have a blessed day.